I was born and raised in the LDS church. I stopped going when Scott and I got married, and I left my parents' house at 18 years old. And we didn't go to church at all. We went on special occasions.
As a kid, I can remember that empty feeling and needing something to fill it. And I remember the comfort that Benadryl and Dimetapp would bring.
We were going through kind of a rough patch parenting the kids. Trouble with them, they were having trouble at daycare line. Financially, we were having some trouble. It was just kind of, don't want to say a low point, but it was definitely, we weren't where we wanted to be.
I have used and abused one substance or another since I was a child. Now I'm an adult and I've got kids and I've got a husband and friends all over the place, but I still felt completely alone.
I guess I just wanted something different. Something had to change in our lives. And I didn't know what it was gonna be, but we needed to try something different.
And about a year ago, I finally hit my wall. But I hit that wall of, I can't do this anymore. It got so bad that I ended up in a Fry's parking lot. And I took an entire bottle of Unisom. And I called Dwayne to say goodbye. And he called the paramedics. And they came in and they got there. But I woke up the next morning angry because I didn't want this life. You know, I didn't want to use and I didn't want to drink, but I couldn't handle not using and drinking because the anxiety was so much and the depression was so heavy and I didn't know where else to turn.
When I came into this environment, it's totally different from what I've ever seen in my life, but I felt something.
You know, the service was great, the message was great, the people, it was very welcoming. Asking the kids afterwards, it was just like, how'd you like it? And they just said they loved it. You know, it's like, well, this is very different. Like, the kids never said they love church. It's interesting to hear from a kid that they love church and they want to go the next week.
We did a lot of reaching out to people here at church. I have no idea how many people were praying for me during this time. It seemed like a very slow and painful process, but things got better. And they started to get a little bit better, and then a little bit better.
It was hard to come public with my faith. My parents are still very active in the LDS church, and it was hard for me to tell them. My mom's feelings were hurt. That really affected me. It made me question if I should even come anymore. I came to Saturday morning prayer, and that was the first time that I ever knew that God actually spoke to me, that it wasn't my own thoughts. And he basically said that we need to agree on the things that we agree on and not talk about the things that we don't agree on.
I was sitting there with a friend of mine, and we were in Denny's, and I'm trying to figure out God. I don't know who he is. I always grew up knowing that God was somebody who was waiting to punish you or to judge you for your actions or even for your thoughts. She told me that I need to sit there and I need to think and I need to write down everything I would want in a best friend. And I started writing, and I ended up with just pages and pages and pages of stuff. I read through it again and I realized that that's everything that he is. And it was at that point that I think I finally reached out to God.
I don't remember the message, but Pastor was talking about something I just felt really deeply like, hey, he's talking to me. I raised my hand, I did dedicate my life, gave my life to Jesus at that point. I was always hesitant to to go all in. I was always like, you know, there's a line, I'm at 1 foot here, 1 foot here. And it was during the Living Free retreat, I remember a guy said, you know, I can sense you're not going all in. Like, what are you waiting for? And I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. And from there, I could tell that something changed.
I mean, thinking back, I can still remember being a really young kid and just feeling completely out of place and completely undeserving and completely unloved. And then all of a sudden, here I am, I'm 35, and I'm a drug addict, and I'm an alcoholic, and my kids have never seen me sober. And I've spent 14 years of my marriage wrapped up in addiction. But I have this best friend out there. And he just took me, and he just helped me. And that's what he does for me every day. It's changed my life, you know, because I live today happy.
Now I just feel, because we're not missing that piece, we're happier as a result. You know, we have a common goal now. It's we're putting the Lord first, which I think has helped, you know, financially, helped with our family. It helped in a lot of ways.
Today I'm a miracle, a whole person that does everything I never thought I could do, and it's only because God walks me through every moment of every day.